Hi guys, this is Kuma here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about tick throws, jump-ins, and cross-ups. Now the first thing I want to talk about here is tick throws. I do apologize that I didn't really go into depth about what a tick throw was in some of the other videos if I did talk about them, but we're going to go into depth about that today. Now what a tick throw is masking your approach before doing a throw to someone by forcing them into block or hit stun. Now I have this guy, the Blue Ryu, on block all right now, so he's going to block everything. So what I mean here is that when someone is in their block animation or in their hit stun animation, you can't actually do a throw. So what this means here is if I do this jumping heavy kick and try to throw right away, it's going to whiff. But what I can do here is because he's stuck in that animation, he can't do anything while he's in there. But if I wait a split second until it finishes, oops, I screwed that up again. You can throw him. So what I'm doing is I'm forcing him to block, and then I'm throwing him right afterwards, basically. Now, the heavy kick isn't the only way you can do this. You can do it with a light kick as well, or a medium kick. Actually, any jump in, really. And there's a slight variation of that, too. If you want to mix it up, if you've been doing the jump in and then throw all day, try this one. And that's basically a tick throw. You're just forcing the person to be in hit or block stun, and then you capitalize on it afterwards as soon as they're done. Now he's not blocking anymore, so I can show you again here. If he's in the hit stun, I can whiff on that. So you hit him, wait a second, oh, and I waited not long enough there. Same thing with the crouching light punch one. And that's basically a tick throw. So you're forcing them to be stuck in an animation where they're hit or they're blocking, and then as soon as it's finished, you do a throw. And that's basically what a tick throw is. Next thing I wanted to talk about here was a cross-up. Now, normally if I'm on this side here, and I do a jump in, the Blue Ryu has to press in this direction to block. Now what a cross-up does is watch where the little explosion thing is to see where I'm hitting him. Watch where this goes. See what's on like the back of his arm, back of his head kind of thing? Do one more. Oops, I messed up. Now what that means is normally if I'm on this side and I do a jump in, he's got to block in that direction. Now if I'm on this side and I do a cross up, he's got to block in this direction now. Now the significance of that is that it can screw people up in the sense that if they're not pressing in the right direction, obviously you're not going to block the attack. Free combo for you. And there's lots and lots of different follow-ups for that. I'm going to go into that when I talk a little bit more about the jump-ins. But one other thing to mention here is that just like a jump-in, it resets your eligibility to do a cancel combo, just like I did there. I'll do one more here for you. So you can just do a simple cancel combo there. Another thing to mention is basically for a free cross-up attempt, if you just do a forward throw with Ryu, and count 1, 2, 1, 2, and that was a little too soon. 1, 2, 1, 2, and you get the idea there. Now that one, you see that how that hit him on the hip, or just below the hip. If you time this correctly, they will wake up into this move, and what that means is, as soon as they get up, you're basically hitting them. So if they even try to do a dragon punch, as soon as they get back up, you'll knock them out of it. You'll see their hand come up and they'll start to do the animation, but you'll knock them out of it. They won't be able to actually finish that combo. So if you time this correctly, you force them to either block or take big damage. Pretty shitty options there for your opponent. So again, cross-ups make you block in the opposite direction. If I start the cross-up from this end, you have to block going that direction. Whereas with the normal jump-in from this end here, he has to block in that direction. So now in terms of follow-ups and things you can do with cross-ups, now the first thing I want to mention here is when you're doing a jump-in or a cross-up, be careful of anti-air. Now if the Ryu that I'm playing against is like that Blue Ryu there, sitting on a full bar of super, and ultra, you're going to be very, very tentative about doing it. Now, it's not wrong to jump in on him, it's just extremely risky. What you're going to want to do is mask your approach. Now, this goes for every other part of the game, too. You got to mix it up a little bit. What I mean here is that from this distance, I'm not just going to go, oh yeah, let's jump in on him. That's just asking to eat an ultra combo. What you can do here, though, is if you play around with footsies for a little bit, do some of these, another one of these, okay, now I'm going to jump in. Or again, you can come in, maybe spam some light punches, jump around a little bit, like, make him think about something else. Don't just go straight for the jump in. Like, if I'm full screen from here, he's got both his bars, and I'm going, oh, I'm jumping at you now. Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. So just be careful when you're doing the jump-ins. It's not wrong to do it. Just make sure you weigh the pluses and the pluses and the minuses, the pros and the cons, essentially. But let's get into all the fun stuff you can do with a jump-in. Now, a jump-in, especially for Ryu, is one of his main ways of mixing up enemies. You have so many different options here. So the first one, really simple, is just to do a cancel combo. I like jumping heavy kick, crouching heavy punch, and a light kick tatsu. What that'll look like is, and it's a pretty simple combo. It does a significant amount of his life. Another one you can do here is, again, you have your kick throws, both the different variations. Now, from here, if you know that it's gonna land, go ahead and do like a cancel combo. They're pretty easy to do, and they do big damage. But if you're not too sure, what I like to almost always start my jump-ins with is 2 light punches. Now from here, I can do a few different things. I can do a block string. I can go into a medium punch, a forward medium punch. Now that's my overhead. So if they're blocking, blocking low, that's gonna hit them. Another option here is if you know they're gonna block. This is kind of like a jumping mix-up. You jump in, 1 crouching light punch, neutral jump with the medium kick, crouching medium kick, and Hadouken. So one more time, a little bit more put together there. And you have variations of the block step too. I mean, 1, 2. I'm gonna screw the timing up on that. But what the block strings are going to do for you here is it's going to help you hit confirm, basically. So you know whether or not to put that tatsu at the end, to put that Hadouken at the end. It gives you that time with the crouching light punches and the heavy punch or the medium punch, whichever you put in there, to decide on whether or not it's hitting or if it's being blocked. So it's relatively safe. If you come in here and I do 1, 2, oh, and okay, it's being blocked, I'll stop. Or 1, 2, 3, oh, okay, it's being blocked, I'll stop. So that gives you a little bit more chance to make sure you know whether it's hitting or whether it's being blocked, so you don't put yourself out there. I mean, after a tatsu, that gives them a fair amount of time to throw you, dragon punch you, some kind of cancel combo, lots of different things, so you got to be careful about doing that. But again, for follow-ups here, we got the tick throw, we got the second variation of the tick throw, just a cancel combo. We come in with 1 light punch, medium kick for the neutral jump mix-up. Now another thing you can do here is if you want to do a cross-up, but it's not really conceivable, like from here, I can't cross my opponent up, I just don't jump far enough. But what you can do is you can jump with a heavy kick, do 3 crouching light punches, and jump over with a light kick, and that will give you a cross-up. So what that looks like is, and that's a good way to keep them on their toes too. I mean, because if you're doing this 1, 2, and then like say a block string, and next time I do it, another block string, he's probably not going to be expecting that 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm crossing you up now. So name of the game here is variation. You have lots and lots of different things that you can do here. I'll go through the list real quick again here. You got your tick throw, variation of the tick throw, a damaging combo, block string, a neutral jump combo,